I'm Siobhan. I completed Screenwriters workshop and absolutely loved it. I am currently a senior in high school. So I go to a pretty small high school. We didn't even have like a creative writing or any type of film club or anything like that. And I didn't really have that community around me, but it was something I knew I was incredibly interested in. So I spent like a really long time Googling lots of like, I was like the screenwriter, film, lots of random Google searches. And then I found this program and I was like, this is exactly what I want to do. This sounds so amazing. And it like really was. I really loved this program. Yeah. And I do want to like go into college for film stuff. So I don't think you have to take this program and do that. But I know for me that like really set my path and I was like, oh, this is what I love doing and I want to do more of this. I spent a lot of time on it. I'd like wake up in the morning. I treated it like a school day almost. So I'd wake up and I'd be like, at 9 a.m. I'm going to do like this thing. And I got video lessons, which I really liked. And you watch them and then you like kind of take notes and you do an activity. And they were all really interesting. I think one of the things that I found personally really interesting was you can chat with the other people who are in your program. I'm still really good friends with one of the people I met virtually in this program who lives in Boston. I have never met her in person, but we do like text all the time. And I think that's like a really just amazing opportunity I was granted here because film is still something we're really passionate about. And I also, depending where you're from, you might know things about screenwriting. But I knew absolutely nothing. I didn't even know there was like really a format to it. So I was really taken into this like knowing almost negative information and brought to a point that I was really happy with where I was like, oh, don't you know that if you press this button and this button, this like fancy thing happens and then the software does this thing? Um, so I felt really impressed with all of that. And it's honestly like if you haven't written a script in a script format, it's so satisfying because it makes you feel like you are a professional and like you're very fancy at doing things. I had never had a piece of my screenwriting work looked over. So that was immediately something that I loved. You get feedback from your peers, which was also really helpful and a little less stressful because I know like the idea of some like adult or professor looking over something you've written is kind of like, whoa, like a professor is looking over something that I wrote. Like that's a little crazy. But you get peer feedback and it's things like, oh, what were you trying to say here? Like, and then you explain it and it makes a lot more sense. And feedback is generally a really important aspect of it. Because I think to be a better writer, you need feedback to figure out where you're going. I got a lot better at describing things in shorter words. I used to be one of those people who would write like 3 paragraphs, describe one thing. And then from this, people were like, well, do you really need that much? And I was like, I guess not. So it's you get pushed into or kind of like lightly prodded into writing things in a way that is it's just I was gonna say better, but that feels like the wrong term. But easier to read and to make sense of. And it definitely helped me. This even helped me in like English essays and that kind of stuff. I got a lot better at being more concise when it came to my writing. So the one piece of advice I would give is first of all, get excited. Like I know it's a silly piece of advice, but I don't like this was generally the highlight of my summer. And I think like if you take this, if you like screenwriting, if you like film, this will be an amazing experience for you. So like get excited because it's gonna be fun. And the main thing is reach out to people like who are taking the class with you. It's because it's online, it's not like you get to see the people, but I can say like I made friends and I'm so happy that I made the effort to talk to people and be like, hey, do any of you guys want to exchange like information or talk or would you like to look over this part of my script or can I look over yours? It really makes a long way and it helps make connections and also just like actual friendships, which is so important in life and also like the film world.